I would like to call the meeting to order. Please join us for the flag salute. I got the little flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Roll call. We have on the phone or on the line, we have Councilman Michael Humphrey, Councilwoman Megan Johnson, Councilwoman Riley Karsh, Councilman Ross Traphagen, and Councilwoman Sherry Deneen, as well as myself, Mayor Janice Kovach. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided indicating the time, the place of the meeting, the proposed agenda, which notice was posted, made available in newspapers, and filed with the clerk of the town of Clinton in accordance with Section 3D of Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975. NJSA 10:4-8B authorizes municipalities to conduct public meetings through use of streaming services and other online meeting platforms. Recently adopted Public Law 2020, Chapter 11 amends OPMA, Open Public Meetings Act, to clarify that in times of emergency, public bodies may vote, accept public comment, and cause a meeting to be open to the public via electronic means. The town of Clinton is using Zoom video meetings, which are also live streamed to Facebook Live on the town's Facebook page at ClintonNJ.gov. Please be aware that this meeting is being recorded for the public record. Both Zoom and Facebook Live are imperfect, so if glitches pop up, please be patient. We will address all questions and general comments after the governing body has conducted business and shared reports. We will take comments during the public hearings of any ordinances on the agenda. Councilman Mike Humphrey will be moderating questions and comments on Zoom and Facebook. Please use the chat feature in Zoom to indicate that you wish to be recognized for a comment. You can also type in questions. Please feel free going forward to email councilmeeting@clintonnj.gov with any questions or concerns between meetings or questions you would like answered during future council meetings. You must provide your name and address to be recognized for comment. We ask that you keep your device muted until called upon by the council. This meeting's moderator may also mute participants. The mayor and council will respond to all votes using chat. As always, please send me a note at jkovach@clintonnj.gov or call or text me at 908-399-8921 for any reason after the meeting. Okay, now that we got through that,
Mayor,
can I have a, yes.
Sorry, Mike, Lisa's having trouble getting in. Are you seeing her trying to get in?
No.
Yeah, I think we're having issues. I think we have to get rid of the password. I think that's hiccuping things a little bit because I can't connect on my computer, but I can connect on my phone.
Okay.
Okay, we'll work on that. If we have the meeting on Friday, we'll work on that.
Okay.
So see if Lisa can get on using her phone.
Okay, I'm sorry to have interrupted. She's just trying to get in.
That's fine.
And participate.
Again, everyone, please be patient with us. We're trying to learn as we go here. So the
you want to talk about, wait a minute, you just want to mention how we would vote?
I did.
Okay, just to make sure everyone heard, that's all.
Yes, we will vote via chat, and excuse me, Councilman Humphrey will call off the votes on the chat as far as how everyone has voted. So it will be a roll call for everything. All right. First is the approval of the minutes from the regular council meeting of March 11th. Can I have a motion? We didn't figure out how we're going to do this.
Motion.
So raise your, all right. Can I have a second?
Second.
All right.
It was Mike motion,
All those
Riley
in favor,
second.
please vote on chat. Yes.
Is anyone either typing in or clicking yes on the chat function?
Sorry, I just heard that you guys can't be heard on Facebook Live because I had my headphones in. So we're going to be doing this. I'm going to be on without my headphones. That's better, Amy.
Okay, we have, yeah, we have yeses from everyone.
All right, great. Normally we would do public comments, but as I stated before, we are going to do public comments at the end, except where there is a public hearing, and then we will open it up for comments there. I just have a couple of points to make that for everyone going forward. So Rich and I had a conversation with Republic, who is our garbage and recycling hauler. And just as everyone is experiencing difficulties through this unknown of what we're dealing with, they have asked us to temporarily halt all bulk pickup. So beginning on Tuesday, we're asking, and an email will be going out to all the residents. We'll be putting it on social media. And I know this is a great opportunity for everyone to be throwing out and cleaning out because we're all working from home. But if we could ask your patience with us and with Republic, it's just for the safety and health of everyone. There will be no bulk pickup. The email will describe exactly how garbage should be either bagged or canned, and that will have more information. But just to be aware, beginning Tuesday, we will be temporarily suspending bulk pickup. Our DPW and office staff is only working to come in and perform functions that are required, essential job functions, and they are limiting their time as well as the number of people in the office. It's also not open to the public. Same thing, DPW will be working on split shift. There will be 5 guys on 1 week, 5 guys on the following week, so that we ensure everyone stays healthy. As I said during the opening, if anyone wants to email questions that need to be answered, we have set up a separate email account called councilmeeting@clintonnj.gov. It's just an opportunity for you to put that out, and we'll keep it organized with one person. Committee meetings, I know that Rich had forwarded to some of the committee chairs whether or not there's an interest in hosting committee meetings via Zoom for the month of April. As of right now, Land Use Board is canceled for April, but if there's any other committees that would like to use our Zoom account, you can work with both Rich and Councilman Humphrey to get that taken care of. There is a TransBridge sent out an email to all of their users that they are suspending service at this point in time. What we did here is that New Jersey Transit has opened up some of the train line. So whereas they were working on a weekend schedule, we obviously don't have a weekend schedule out here, but in order to accommodate with the bus not running any longer, there is a limited New Jersey Transit train schedule that you can find on their website. With that, I believe that is all of the updates. Let me just make sure. There's a lot of information that you can find on our website, and I will, when we get to committee reports, council members will share with you what they're doing with regards to addressing the COVID emergency. With that, we are now going to go into the public hearing of ordinance 20-07. This is the emergency funding repair of a sinkhole on Messig Road. This happened late last year, and we needed to go out for emergency funding for it. So can I have a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second. All right. Is there anyone in the comments that has any questions about this? If you all remember.
Real quick, when you motion or second, just say your name too, so that Seal can capture it.
Yes, thank you. So this was the sinkhole that opened up over on Messig in front of a resident's home, and actually I think it was twice that it happened within the same period of time. So if are there any comments or questions, Mike?
No,
Nothing?
no, nothing.
All right. So can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
This is Riley. It's a motion.
Megan,
Second.
second.
Okay. All those in favor, please vote yes on chat. And for the record, Councilwoman Intra Bartola is on the line.
I don't know what we're voting on yet because I just got here, so.
It's to close the public hearing on the ordinance for the sinkhole.
Okay.
All right. Mike,
Excuse
do we
me.
have
Give her-
all of the?
We'll give her a moment. Yes, we have, you have to put in your vote too, Mayor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do, don't I?
Yes,
Sorry.
you do.
How-
I'll let you know once you vote. Okay, it's a yes from everyone.
Okay, great. Thank you. Can I have a motion to adopt ordinance 20-07?
It's Sherry, so moved.
Riley, second.
Megan, second.
Okay. And again, roll call for the vote.
Okay, yep, everyone's a yes.
Everyone's a yes. Great, thank you. Next is the public hearing for ordinance 20-08, and this is amending certain fees under Uniform Construction Code and fees for resale or refinance of affordable housing units. Can I have a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
That was Lisa.
Lisa?
Sherry, second.
Thank you. Again, this is the ordinance that we introduced. We had a number of fees. One of our fee schedules was very outdated. It had been about 10 years since we had actually updated them. We also included some new fees, and this was to help newer home buyers and sellers with clearing out permits that were outstanding. So, are there any questions from the public for the public hearing, Mike?
No questions, Mayor.
All right. Can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Mike, I motion.
It's Riley.
Sherry,
So
moved.
moved.
We have a comment, hold on, we have a comment coming in from Amy DeVita. Amy, if you're to make a comment, you need
Yes.
to say your name and address, please. Is
Can we
that,
please?
please, adrenaline the fire?
I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure what that means.
I don't know.
I'm guessing spell correct is getting the best of her.
Oh, she's, well, I think she's putting in her name and address, so she's now registered. Amy, you can unmute and talk to us if you want.
Oh,
So
There we go.
I do have an answer for you on the fire inspection.
yeah.
As of right now, a homeowner cannot be the one to fill out the form. A realtor or another person who is not related to the homeowner can fill out the form, have it notarized, and turn that in.
Can
Now,
you hear me?
yes,
Okay. So that requires then one more person going into the house. I'm
Yes.
just looking for my clients that are the sellers. They are now, instead of having an inspector come in, they have to have somebody else come into their house, and they have to go to a notary who hasn't actually seen the inspection. So I would, just respectfully suggest that we have the homeowner do the application themselves, as happens oftentimes in other situations, and they take the liability And this can be a temporary situation, given the circumstances.
I don't disagree with you. Unfortunately, fire code has deemed that this is the process they will accept. So you could go in and fill out the form.
I don't want to go in. That's
No, I know you don't. I'm just saying, fire safety will not amend their procedure at this point in time. I went up for DCA. I talked to our fire inspector. I went up for DCA, and the requirement is the form gets filled out by someone other than the homeowner, notarized, and then turned in. So I'm
the
still
one that
working.
they use for the state's option that they use in township, in Union Township, that's not acceptable.
According to the DCA, they said no, but you know what? I will go back and double check. I'll ask again.
I'll send you the link. I mean, it's the state's actual submission process, and the homeowner submits it online, and that's the end of it. I mean, it's very straightforward. So again,
I'll forward it to them. And
I will send you the link. Yeah, thank you.
Sure thing.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Anytime. Any other
Thank you,
comments?
Amy.
Any other comments? No? Okay, can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
This is Riley, so moved.
Sherry, second.
Okay. And all those in favor, please vote yes, chat, or no, chat.
We're a yes from everyone, Mayor.
All right, great. Thank you very much. Next is the public hearing for ordinance 20-09. This is the bond ordinance providing a supplemental appropriation of $500,000 for the filter and residual building improvement project for the wastewater treatment plant. Can I have a motion to open the public hearing?
This is Lisa, so moved.
Sherry, second.
Okay, thank you. As many of you may remember, we had this conversation, but when we went out to bid for the filter building, it came in a little bit higher than we initially anticipated. And this additional increase will allow us to cover the costs. And obviously, if we don't use it, it doesn't get spent. Any other comments, questions?
Give it a moment. I'm not seeing any questions on chat.
All right. So can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
It's Mike, motion.
Megan, second.
All right, great. All those in favor? Enter chat. Opposed or abstentions?
7 yeses.
Okay, any no's?
No, ma'am. Everyone
Okay.
said yes.
Can I have a motion to adopt ordinance 20-09?
So moved, Sherry.
Okay, second? No
Megan, second.
Thank you. All those in favor? This is be a roll call, sort of, kind of, so.
No, we
please
can
enter your-
we can do a roll call. Yeah. Sherry, type in. Okay, Mayor typed in. Next is me. And then Councilwoman Lisa Interpartola. Megan Johnson. Sorry, Councilwoman Megan Johnson. Councilwoman Riley Karsh. Councilman Ross Trapegan. Everyone said yes, Mayor.
Great, thank you very much. All right.
Thank you, Seal. Seal, Mike.
Okay, it's all good.
I don't look as good as Seal.
It's true.
Next is going to be an introduction of ordinance 20-010, or 20-10, sorry. This is the bond ordinance providing for various road improvements. And this was for Union and George's Place. This is the grant that we had received from DOT. Can I have a motion to intro the ordinance?
This is
So
Lisa,
moved.
so moved.
Okay, can I have a second?
Megan,
my-
second.
All those in favor? Yes? In chat? All opposed? No? Or abstain?
We're missing somebody. There we go. All 7 said yes.
Okay, great. So the public hearing for this will be on April 22nd. Next is the knocking my papers over here. Introduction of ordinance 20-11, and this is our cap ordinance. Can I have a motion to intro?
Sherry, so moved.
Riley, second.
All right, great. All those in favor, opposed, or abstain in chat?
Waiting on Councilwoman Johnson. There we go. 7 yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. And again, public hearing on April 22nd. Next is the introduction of the 2020 budget. Can I have a motion?
Sherry, so moved.
Mike, second.
Okay, great. All those in favor, opposed, or abstaining?
We have 6. Waiting for Councilwoman Deneen.
Oh.
I'm still, did you type something in, Councilwoman?
Hold, please. Wait.
Jerry, it looks like you're responding to a person. You have to make sure
Yes.
it says everyone.
I clicked your name.
There
I
we
did
go.
that before. I did that before.
So I'm saying yes to Megan, but no one else, just Megan.
No worries. So we have 7 yeses, Mayor.
All right, great. So this will not be, we've been given the approval for a public hearing on May 27th. So it will be the second meeting in May. The state is going to extend budget adoption. So hopefully we'll be back in the municipal building for our meetings, but if not, we'll be doing the public hearing for the budget on May 27th. I will have the budget letter prepared over the next couple of days, and that will be going out for everyone. So again, just to explain the budget as usual. Okay, next. Resolution 73-20, the submission of, then I have a motion.
Riley, so moved.
Lisa, seconded.
Okay, all those in favor, opposed, or abstaining?
We have 7 yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Next is Resolution 74-20. It's a change order to the, I can't talk tonight, the pedestrian safety in the amount of $11,721.28. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
That's
Sherry,
for Megan.
second.
And
All
Sherry
right,
second.
great. This is a roll call vote.
Okay, Councilwoman Sherry Deneen. Michael Humphrey. Councilwoman Megan Johnson. Councilwoman Lisa Interbertola. Councilwoman Riley Karsh. Councilman Ross Trapphagen. And Mayor Janice Kovach. There's 7 yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Next is Resolution 75-20, and this is a cancellation of a lien. Can I have in the amount of $11,092.89 for a tax sale certificate redemption? Can I have a motion?
Mike, motion.
Second.
Megan second. Oh, geez.
All right, roll call vote.
Councilwoman Deneen. Councilman Mike Humphrey. Councilwoman Lisa Interbertola. Councilwoman Megan Johnson. Councilwoman Riley Karsh. And Councilman Ross Trapphagen. And Mayor Janice Kovach. 7 yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Next is Resolution 76-20, appointment of Suburban Consulting for the West Main Water Replacement Project, Phase 2 to 4. Can I have a motion?
Sherry, so moved.
Megan second.
Okay, roll call.
Councilwoman Deneen. Councilman Humphrey. Councilwoman Lisa Interbertola. Councilwoman Megan Johnson. Councilwoman Riley Karsh. Councilman Ross Trapphagen. And Mayor Janice Kovach. We have 7 yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you very much. Next is Resolution 77-20, and this is appointing Suburban Consulting Engineers for the Foster Wheeler and Foxfire Booster Pump Station. Can I have and this is for a project not to exceed $150,000. Can I have a motion?
Riley, so moved.
Sherry,
Megan
second.
second. Oh, geez. Sherry and I are on top of it.
Okay, this is also roll call.
Councilwoman Deneen. Councilman Humphrey. Councilwoman Interbertola. Councilwoman Johnson. Councilwoman Karsh. And Councilman Trapphagen. And Mayor Kovach. Okay, 7 yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Next is Resolution 78-20, appointing Suburban Consulting Engineers for the Lebanon Borough Water Main Replacement Projects, Phases 2, 3, and 4. Oh no, 2, 3, and 5, sorry, in an amount not to exceed $67,000. Can I have a motion?
Mike, motion.
Sherry, so moved.
Ross.
A second? Can I have a second?
Megan
Lisa,
second.
second.
We'll figure this out soon. Don't worry, guys. All right, this is also a roll call vote.
Okay, Councilwoman Deneen, thank you. Councilman Mike Humphrey. Councilwoman Interbertola. Councilwoman Johnson. Councilwoman Karsh. Councilman Trapphagen. And Mayor Kovach. And we are 7 yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Next is Resolution 79-20, confirming the hiring of a special law enforcement officer during a local disaster or emergency. As all of you may remember, last week, Chief Kubanak, our OEM coordinator, also asked if we could bring back former Sergeant Jay Hunter to assist during this time period. We all agreed. So this is just the formally doing it at a rate of $30 an hour. So can I have a motion?
Megan, so moved.
Second?
Lisa, second.
Thank you. And this is a roll call vote.
Councilwoman Denine, Councilman Humphrey, Councilwoman Intrabartola, Councilwoman Johnson, Councilwoman Karsh, Councilman Trapphagen, and Mayor Kovach. 7 yeses, Mayor.
Thank you. Next is Resolution 80-20, and this is authorizing membership in a mutual aid and assistance agreement with participating units. And this goes back to the municipal aid that we work with, or the chief works with other police departments throughout the northern part of the county. This is just memorializing that in a document. So can I have a motion?
Sherry, so moved.
Riley, second.
All right, all those in favor, opposed, or abstain?
Seven yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. We're getting there, guys, almost done. Next is Resolution 81-20, awarding of the contract to PAC2 LLC for the wastewater treatment plant building. And this is, they were the lowest bidder on the project, and their bid came in at $3,340,000. Can I have a motion to award?
Mike, motion.
Megan, second.
Second.
I will stop my video.
All right, and this is roll call.
Councilwoman Denine, Councilman Humphrey, Councilwoman Intrabartola, Councilwoman Johnson, Councilwoman Karsh, Councilman Trapphagen, and Mayor Kovach. We have 7 yeses, Mayor.
Thank you. Next is Resolution 80-20. This is a dedication by Ryder requesting approval of the Director of Local Government Services to establish a dedication by Ryder for the reconstruction of the Halsted Street Park pursuant to NJSA 40A:5-29. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded. This is Lisa.
Megan moved, Lisa seconded. All those in favor, opposed, or abstaining?
There we go. We have 7 yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. Next is Resolution 83-20, and this is empowering the town council to authorize payment of planning board professional billing during a public emergency. And this is obviously, since the planning board is not meeting at this point in time, their professionals still need to be paid. So can I have a motion?
Sherry, so moved.
Second?
Mike,
Megan,
second.
Lisa, second.
Lisa, Mike, and Megan seconded. And all those in favor, opposed, or abstaining?
Seven yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you. The only correspondence I had was what I put out on Facebook, which is the raffle for Meals on Wheels. So if anyone is interested, Elizabeth Diltz is the person that I've worked with, and you can reach her at elizabeth.diltz, D-I-L-T-S, at comcast.net if you want to purchase tickets. So that is all that I have. Reports. So let's work our way back. Chief Kubinak.
You have to unmute. Let's see if I can unmute him.
Can you unmute
There he
him?
goes. There he is.
Okay, go ahead, Chief.
Okay, where do you want to begin?
I don't know. Where do we want to begin? Give us the
I don't know how
synopsis.
many questions everybody has about what's going on as far as the police department and OEM are concerned. There's a lot that's been going on with both. So does anybody have any specific questions? And did you get the report that I sent each of you?
Yes.
You did? Does anybody have any questions about any of that stuff, or?
No, I think it's been pretty good as far as the updates, and then our daily calls have helped as well.
Yep. I mean, I've been trying to communicate with everybody as much as possible. I mean, there's a lot with OEM and the state partners that we're dealing with, and the county chiefs are trying to work together. I think we've pretty much ironed out a decent mutual aid plan as much as possible. Biggest
Right.
problem we're going to have is going to affect our manpower, because most of the county are smaller police departments. So I think we have a best possible scenario that we can have, and that is basically we're just going to go forward with helping each other as needed. We'll cover independent calls if we happen to get too bogged down within the respective municipalities, and all of them are cutting back their manpower. I think you guys have seen that, what I do with the police department, as far as we're small, it's hard, we're busy enough as it is, we're kind of really stacked up pretty deep, although our calls have dropped off. But this is what you typically see in police work when there's about a large problem about to begin. Even when we know have like a bad storm coming in, the same thing happens. It's the lull before the storm. So, but we've been rapidly ramping back up, and the guys have had more than enough time dealing with all the OEM aspects, passing out the advisements and answering a lot of questions. I figured if anyone was going to get any complaints, it would be you guys individually, especially on the OEM side, as far as business closures, what residents can and can't do. I mean, it's kind of spelled out in a lot of the orders and advisements that we put out. But there's a lot of gray areas left, and I'm having to make decisions that, as far as the businesses and who's allowed and what's not allowed. And it's not always a happy ending.
Right. No, agreed. So let me ask you this, Chief, if this would work, because we set up that separate email for residents to email questions or concerns. It's just councilmeeting@clintonmj.gov. It's being managed by both Seal Covino and Rich Phelan. Are you okay if everyone just kind of dumps to that, and then it'll get farmed out to you if it pertains to you?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I've been dealing with Seal's been forwarding them to me as it is to handle certain questions with different businesses and stuff, and some people
Okay.
are calling direct. So I think it's better for all of us that if we have, it's one person giving the answer, and plus I think I have a little bit more probably protection under the Office of Emergency Management. And if I do run into the questions, I've got direct access with our county prosecutor's office and the AG's office also. Plus, I know I have Tara's number also if we need clarification, and she's been helpful with, reviewing some of the resolutions and the mutual aid agreements. So that's a big plus.
I have a question.
Okay.
If we don't have any cases yet, but if we get a case in town and someone is quarantined in their home versus staying in a hospital, is there anything that we do or don't do? Access to the house or whatever?
If somebody's quarantined to their house, and that's probably 85% of the population that comes in contact with this, that 15% is the remaining 50% that has some sort of diminished capacity as far as their immune system. So we have already had this in town. They're cleared. They were early on. We had a COVID exposure early on in town. Megan was aware of that. That's already been cleared. So we're back down to 0. We had 7 first responders get exposed, which were subsequently was, I think, Union Gap Village. And they're already have been cleared, and they're back to work. But they were out for almost a week waiting to be cleared. So if we get one, we're not going in. There's no reason for the police department to go in. There's no reason for the rescue squad to come in unless there's some, they're struggling, physically with the disease and they need transport or something like that.
Is
That's
there
what
any
we would
advice
say.
being given to people to let people know not to come to their home?
Nope.
Okay.
And we can't. Problem
I
with it
understand.
is that we just got clearance from the AG's office on being able to have access to people that are tested positive. And the health department is refusing to give out the information, and they force them to because it's HIPAA protected information. So the state has since intervened and forced them to. Now, the mayor, she has access to what towns have current positive cases. And it's actually up on the health department site, or actually the county site, so anyone can go and look at it. Now, what they're doing is they're advising us that this person at this place has a virus. And we know that there's a flag in our computer system that if the officers are responding there or the rescue squad is responding there, it'll pop up and say, these people are infected, use universal precautions, use your PPE, etc. But we still can't announce that to the general public. The people that have it are given instructions by the health department on what protocol they should follow while they're quarantined.
Okay.
Does that answer the question?
Does that work, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Chief.
Okay.
Mr. Fallon.
Yes. I'm happy to say, even though we have reduced staffing and scheduled shift changes, operations, the town remains seamless. We've been able to continue to process every resident request that comes in, whether it's permit request, license request, etc. We may have a delay in some of the late spring work if this drags on, such as brush collection and things of that nature. But we can cross that bridge if we need to. But right now, we've been extremely responsive to all of the residents when we get communication. I've been in constant contact with the chief and OEM to keep them aware of our process as well.
All right. Thanks. Just so you know, Rich, you're kind of, I think we caught most of what you said. Can you hear me? I think we caught most of what you said, but you kind of cut in and out a little bit. So
Yeah,
we may have to get some clarification.
His bandwidth is very low. It's Zoom notified us.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
I
now
can
we
touch
can hear.
base with what Rich said because I've been talking to him practically every day. So what he said was that we did have someone that's sick. They are clear and they are back to work. So they're kind of full staff. Well, they're not full staff because they split squads like everybody's doing, trying to conserve.
Yep.
And like everybody, we're going to be playing catch up come the spring. Right, Rich?
Exactly.
That's correct. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Olson.
Am I unmuted? Okay.
You're unmuted.
Okay. The only thing I have is, as you know, the state pulled back about $920 million worth of funding, which is going to basically, we're not going to get the homestead rebates or the senior freeze. So they're all on hold. So if any of your residents ask you about it, it's because the state put it on hold.
Right.
And that's about it.
All right. Thank you very much. Ms. Johnston.
Sorry, I keep hitting buttons and turning off videos, and it's a little
complicated over here. So a few things. Just an update from Clinton Public School. They're doing an amazing job, all the teachers and staff, with quickly getting on board with doing virtual teaching and learning. I know at least with my kindergartner, it's been great. They've had a couple Zoom calls with their class and reading books together. I think they've really come together. CPS also their teachers put together like a 15-minute video. It was awesome, of all the teachers saying hi and what they're doing. The kids they've gotten great response from the kids. It was, for a parent, very teary-eyed for me, because they're missing such a huge part. Those who still need free breakfast and lunch, the school is still providing it. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if your situation has changed where your family is in need of breakfast and lunch through the school, please either contact me or Dr. Cohen in order to get that need met for your family. That's still able to be done. So so that's it from the school right now. And obviously we're on hold until further notice. Parks and Recreation, we're going to try and do a virtual meeting this month. We're trying to see what the other members are going to be able to do it through Zoom. So that might be able to. So we'll keep everybody updated on that. As of right now, the sign up for summer recreation is tentatively April 23rd. Fingers crossed. But if it's not, we'll keep going. Summer Rec is still as planned. We just got Tiffany, the director of the program, just emailed us and said our buses are all set up, no matter if we can let them know a couple days in advance. So that's really, really good news. If anybody wants to volunteer to help out with the town picnic, God willing, this is all over by then, and it will be a great event to gather for the town. Please let me know if you wanted to get involved. What else? Oh, sewer. We passed obviously we just got the bids, and that is gone too. So hopefully we'll find out what happens, as we have to go through iBank and get all the approvals from the state to kind of move forward. So we're hoping that's going to happen sooner than later to start. But again, with the things going on. The other thing that I've been trying to do is get some activities going in town for the families, just to kind of keep us involved and kind of get out of the house a little bit. So the first thing is we set up, with the help of Councilman Humphrey, we set up Trivia Pursuit in the park at Hunts Mill Park. So you can go around the park and have some questions about history answered for a family event. Social distancing should be adhered to, but you can go around the park at least for a walk and do something fun. The one big event that we just kind of pushed out on social media yesterday was the Clinton Town Bear Hunt. So one of my friends and residents, Marissa, I'm going to butcher her name. Lisa, you want to help me out?
I'm sorry, what's that?
What's Marissa's
I'm here.
last name? I don't want to butcher it.
Mandracina.
Thank you. So Marissa Mandrustina messaged me and was like, I saw some other town do that. I saw this in the paper or online. I think it would be a really cute idea. So we've made the Clinton Bear Hunt. And so we're asking residents, business owners, I know the Red Mill has participated, of putting teddy bears in their window, go for walks and look for the teddy bears. I have to say, it's been so much fun for the kids. We went out twice yesterday. They've gone out twice today, and they keep saying there's more bears. Even my 1-year-old is like, a bear, a bear. So it's been really fun. So the idea is that we're going to do new activities with the town at least once a week to kind of get out and about, that we will do different things. So if any residents have some ideas, please feel free to share with me, and we will do our best to get things going. Our residents putting out bears too. Oh yeah, they're everywhere. There's bears everywhere. There's teddy bears everywhere. It's really funny. Emma, my daughter, my 6-year-old, had to put one in every single window of the front of the house. So one of my neighbors put this ginormous bear out. It's really
There's some people who
great.
don't have bears, though. Just ask Ask the mayor.
All right, rub it in. My bears are in costume. Just so you all know, my bears are in costume.
I have thousands of stuffed animals in my house, and we literally had to we have 2 bears. So
I
we
had no
had
bears.
to say hi. Say hi to the town of Clinton. Okay. Good night. So that's all I have to report. If you don't have any bears, you can use something else, but it's fun for the kids to find stuff.
My bears are in costume. When is the picnic? The date for the picnic?
June 13th. I'm so
Okay.
bad with remembering all these dates. June
Oh.
13th.
I'm looking.
Of course, my husband finds the largest bear we potentially have in the house.
I think June 13th is the alternate date. June
June
13th is the
6th.
alternate date, isn't it?
Yeah, it's June 6th.
June
June
6th.
6th. See,
June 6th.
I've got, at least I got one of the dates. June 6th, alternate
Yeah.
June 13th.
All right, great.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Councilman Humphrey.
I'll let Councilman Karsh do most of the economic development. I will speak very quickly in regards to districts. We had a nice little splash of an additional 6. We have 21 people signed up for it. It's acting as our business directory, and then it just kind of stopped. And for us to do any promotion for our local businesses, we have to do it as a whole, and this is how we can do it. Otherwise, we're kind of handcuffed. So the encouragement is for more of our shops and businesses to get on, because it's a great way for them to actually promote any kind of gift certificates, any kind of sales that they're having, be able to post any menu items, to do it in a way that people can access townwide. We're going to try in April to hold both the elders meeting and communications meeting. I think communications, the actual essence of it has changed a little bit over the last few weeks. I want to thank Councilwoman Entra-Bartola for just doing a tremendous amount of work to get all this information up on our website. We've been killing Facebook, and we started using Nextdoor as well on getting the message out. So anything that we want to get out that's either positive for the community or something that is an urgent message, and make sure that either myself, Councilwoman Entra-Bartola, or Administrator Phelan gets that information, because we'll assess it and put it in its right place and get it out if we can. By the way, the trivia worked pretty well. I think the answers will be posted. It was on presidents this last time, and then we'll do it on trivia on states, which will be posted in the park tomorrow morning. And the last thing for me is, so tomorrow night at 6 o'clock will be Shauna Springer. She's the nation's leading expert on PTSD, and she'll be doing a presentation to help people understand what they're going through and ways of being able to get through it a little easier and a little stronger. And so that'll be from 6 to 7. It'll be on both Zoom and Facebook Live. The invitation is on Facebook right now, and I hope people can attend. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Ms. Covino has no reports. Ms. San Angelo.
Too much to report? No.
Yeah, pretty much, I know.
I've been trying to keep the council updated on anything coming out of Trenton or any other guidance we're getting from the state or the county. So I will keep doing that, and I'll keep updating the council as things come in, unless anyone has specific questions for me.
Does anybody have any specific questions right now? I understand Mr. Cushing is working furiously, keeping up on all the changes.
Oh my God, that's where I get all my information. I probably get 30 emails from him a day. He's the one that's watching all the legislative stuff, all the websites. If it wasn't for him, I just don't know how I'd keep up if I didn't have someone else looking at it.
It's getting kind of crazy trying to keep up with everything. All right,
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Ms. Karsh.
Yes, Mayor. Really briefly, the Water Committee, just a quick update so everyone knows, we're continuing to work on the Water Supply Master Plan. For anyone listening, just so everyone is aware that we are not doing any shutoffs currently given the situation, and we're not charging any late fees, and I'm assuming we're also not charging interest. We didn't discuss that, but I think that's the case. Oops, I'm knocking my notes off my desk. And we've switched our crews so that we're working just like the DPW, we're working 5 guys on one week and a different crew of 5 guys on the next week, so that we're minimizing our risk for those guys. So that's what I have for the our Water Committee report this week. I've been participating in, as everyone knows, I participate in the 7822 Coalition. That has sort of morphed, given the current situation, into more of a countywide conversation that happens every day at this point. And so just a few updates. I know the mayor mentioned that Transbridge has shut down at this point. And interestingly, New Jersey Transit is now suddenly coming into Hunterdon County. So maybe that will bode well for us in the future. I don't know what you think about that, Mayor, but perhaps they will actually start to see the value of coming into Hunterdon County. But at least if you need to get somewhere, if you're an essential worker, you can look to New Jersey Transit for that as an option. A couple other things. I know a lot of folks out there want to help and want to be useful at this time. I would say to look to the larger organizations if you're trying to volunteer. The United Way of Hunterdon County is now the point organization for gathering what's known as PPE. So if you have PPE, if you're a company that has PPE and wants to donate it, please reach out to, obviously reach out to the county, reach out to our OEM folks, or reach out to the United Way of Hunterdon County. They can help you get it to the right place without causing any confusion or hurting yourselves in the process. Just looking through my notes to make sure I get everything in without taking up too much time. I know I always talk a lot. And I know the United Way, they were on the call yesterday. They're also working with other local organizations to coordinate. So the county is kind of ramping up its organizational skills and calling on local nonprofits to gather together to help out and organize to help our OEM people and help our hospital systems to be prepared. As Mike said, the Economic Development Committee, and I'm just going to combine the Economic Development Committee and the Guild because it's all sort of one thing at this point. Our communications committee has done an amazing job keeping our website up to date. If you need information about what's going on, you can go there. Mike, I don't know if you have the web address at hand, but if you go to our town website, you'll see at the top there's a red bar where you can click on it and find out any and all information about what's going on in town with respect to COVID-19, and you can find out what we're doing. So you can see right at the top of your screen, there's a red bar. It says COVID-19 coronavirus resources. So we've tried to put up there as much information as possible. We've put up information about how to help businesses in town while following the rules and listening to our police chief and listening to our governor and our state mandates. We've also put up ways you can lend a hand, ways you can donate to local food banks, local churches, anyone that's gathering food and supplies for other people. The Chamber and the Economic Development Division of the county have been putting together lists of resources as well. So those are put, now I'm getting seasick. We're going everywhere. So those are linked there as well. So if you need help, you can go to any of those things and find places where you can either be a helper or you can get help. So if you're a business that is in need, please reach out, look at those links, find out what, reach out to us. We will try to help you, but also look at those resources and see what's out there. The Small Business Administration has disaster relief funds available, so you can apply for those. And then finally, just to highlight what Mike said about districts. That's the best way right now we can help people. We're looking to put together an all hands on deck business phone call, a Zoom call in the future, hopefully next week, if not the week after, where we can talk to the business community about what you're doing and ways we can help you. But number one, about getting on districts and how we can promote your businesses and promote different opportunities for you in the community. So, sorry, I'm losing my voice from teaching my children all day. And that is all I have.
Thank you very much. Ms. Deneen.
Yes, Mayor. Well, land use isn't meeting this month, as mentioned, so there'll be no site plan or board meetings. Our next slotted meeting is May 5th, but that is subject to change, so we'll see what the future holds. And I just think we should take a minute and, as already mentioned, thank you to the Communication Committee, Councilman Humphreys and Councilwoman Intrabartola. You guys have done a great job keeping the website updated, putting out information. Councilwoman Karsh also putting out information and support for the small businesses who are really being hit hard by the pandemic. And Mike, thank you for organizing all the meetings and getting everything on Zoom and Facebook. I know it's a lot of organization and we appreciate your time. Most people I've spoken to are in really good spirits and are, for the most part, trying to do what they can to support the local businesses. So I would just encourage everyone to order more takeout and do what you can. And that's it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, the land use board may be meeting via Zoom, so stay tuned for. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Ms. Intrabartola.
I will make this very quick, Mayor, because everybody covered everything. So I have nothing to report. Just that we're still surviving here on George's Place. One day at a time, everybody. One day at a time.
That's all we can do at this point in time. Mr. Traphagen.
Yes, Shade Tree and Historic are both in conversation about doing possibly Zoom meetings, so we'll see what transpires there. I just want to reiterate, I know Corey mentioned this prior, about some of the folks of the rescue squad who did have to be quarantined for a period of time. Luckily, they all did, in fact, test negative. But for me, that was kind of one of those moments where, wow, we are so grateful that we have so many of the folks that we do who go out there every day, even amid, difficult situations like this. So that was definitely one of those reminders. So thank you to all of our first responders who are out there still day and day. And then just another reminder to continue to, check on our elderly neighbors. Obviously, use social distancing when you do so, but, see if you can help pick up groceries for them or whatever that might be. And that goes across the board really for everyone, but especially some of those folks who, may not be able to go out and move as much as some of the rest of us. So that's all, Mayor.
Thank you very much. And yes, to what you guys have all said, absolutely. First, I have to thank each and every one of you guys, because there's no way, no one person could have done anything close to what we've actually gotten done over the last 2 weeks. So for that, I have to say thank you to all of you. I know I don't always say it, but I really do appreciate all that everyone does. And when we get through this, I promise dinner will be on me. One other thing, our meeting for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., we're going to cancel. There's really no need. We're not going to have any new updates between, at least I hope to God we have no updates between now and 10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll resume our 10 a.m. call on Friday morning. And Friday, what we'll do is we'll make a determination how we want to move it going forward. If we want to keep it daily, if we want to move it to every other day. So think about that as we start moving forward. And then
Mayor,
yes.
Just to let you know, I have some work stuff that I have to do at 10, so I'll be late into the call.
That's fine. Thank you. And then I emailed all of you. The league is hosting a free webinar for elected officials, and municipal employees, just to kind of go through everything that's been addressed between the executive orders and the legislation that's been signed. Trying to do it in one spot. It's from 3 to 4 tomorrow. So if you can, please try and sign up for it. I'm hoping it's not going to obviously answer every question, but it will go a long way to addressing some of the questions that we have up there. With that, now we're going to go into public comment. So is there I'm going to open this up to you, Mike, anyone who is on the call who wants to talk about anything that we've talked about or anything we haven't talked about so far? And I'll leave it up. I'm going to look at Facebook real quick because I got that looking at the, nope, I don't see any questions there. Mike, has anything popped up? Oh, one new message.
Yeah, Amy DeVita just said, thank you, Mike, Mayor, and Council for setting this up.
No, thank you. And thank you for joining us. We love having an audience, even if we can't all be in person.
Well, some of us like an audience more than others.
Well, what can I say? Anything else from anyone? All right, so can I have a motion to approve standby and overtime?
So
Megan,
moved, Lisa.
second. Megan, whoever, I don't know who's doing.
So Lisa moved it and Megan seconded, and this is a roll call vote.
Councilwoman Deneen, Councilwoman Humphrey, listen to me. I like that one. Councilwoman Nitrobartola, Councilwoman Johnson, Councilwoman Karsh, Councilman Traphagen, and Mayor. We have 7 yeses.
Great, thank you. And can I have a motion to pay the bills?
This is Riley, so moved.
Jerry, second.
Thank you. And roll call.
Councilwoman Deneen, Councilman Humphrey, Councilwoman Nitrobartola, Councilwoman Johnson, Councilwoman Karsh, Councilman Traphagen, and Mayor Kovach. All yeses, Mayor.
Great, thank you very much. With that, there is one last chance to ask any questions or raise any issues.
Well, let me just say this. Just knowing that we're going to be doing a fair amount of the Zoom meetings, check your bandwidth because that will slow things down. It'll make it a little herky-jerky. If your phone carries better bandwidth than your computer, then use your phone for this. And if you have any issues, problems, questions about how this went, you can give me a call or shoot me an email.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? All right. With that, I will adjourn tonight's meeting. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.